Inspire lives.
Hello guys, welcome to Bima Impact, where we tell stories that impact lives and inspire them. Today we have someone very special.
My name is Sheilah, Miss White plus First Runner-Up Center, and I'm an advocate, and I'm happy to be here for the young people.
Thank you, Sheilah. So today we would like to know your whole life experience about you being HIV. How has it been? How is it going? Yeah, please fill us in.
Of course, life is not easy when you're HIV positive from the beginning, but then it gets easier when you accept yourself and decide to move.
Could you tell us your life experience being HIV?
My life experience, of course, you have to face stigma, discrimination, and all those things alongside the way. And then people who don't want to accept you, pretenders who want to use you for who you are because you're HIV positive, and someone is just going to use that against you. So all that, it comes like a whole package.
How did all that happen?
I think I was 12 when I was disclosed to by a specialist who was like a medical personnel. But even before that, I knew my status. For some reasons, I had to make some researches about it and what I was going through. I started discriminating my own self from the society, not my family. So my family never discriminated me, never stigmatized me. But the schools, the friends, some family members, not the home family members, of course. The experience that I'll never forget is when a teacher disclosed my status to who was my boyfriend with evidence of the files. I'll never forget that. Then another one that was maybe so tragic was the veterans who keep like my medicine, and then I tell the whole school. Then from there we go to the nurses. Then I kept changing school to school almost like every year or every time.
How did the teacher get to have your file? Like,
most of the schools that I went to were really crucial about maybe handling some kids with care and stuff like that. So they would ask for medical records, and then they would keep a file. Just in case something happens to this kid, they have to dig into it. So I just didn't know how he accessed my file to give it, because I was expecting that to be with the nurse. That was because he thought he was protecting my boyfriend. In other words, he just grew me stronger because my boyfriend instead started supporting me. And we went along.
Did it at one point affect him?
Our relationship grew stronger. Then at some point, on his side, he lost maybe friends and stuff like that, because people knew about my status and be like, what is he doing with that guy?
You changed schools after school because of the stigma that you're going through. Did that affect your performance?
Because some subjects you couldn't catch up with them. I remember this scenario where one of my friends had to seek my papers. Because first of all, before that, besides changing school, I had to always go home sometimes for my medical checkups and stuff. That affected my education. Somehow, I think I would have performed better or more in some subjects which I failed.
Did you stop changing the schools? Did you get to finish? How did you manage that?
This last school I started there like 2 years. It's the much that I've studied there. And then I decided, because I just woke up one day and I accepted myself, I went in front of the students because I was done being stigmatized, and then I had support because I was supported by the guy and then all that. So I just stood and I'm like, yo, I'm tired of people saying I'm this. My sister at one point, whom I was in the same school with and I was about to leave and I was going to stay there, used to fight my words. For some reason would be like, you're saying she's this, are you sure about it? And then stuff
like that. She had your back.
Yeah, she had my back, like big sister thing. But then I knew she was going to leave and I was going to stay in that school because I had to do my papers and then stuff like the final papers. So I just went and I told the whole school, this is who I am. You can either accept me or not love me. At the end of the day, it's not just going to change who I am. Telling people my whole status was a good thing because they had nothing else to talk about. For anyone out there, if the whole world is just trying to stigmatize you, there is no any other best feeling than just saying out your status and being comfortable with it.
Have you gotten any challenges in this advocacy journey?
We face challenges, especially with our very own people. We teach the whole world, but then people just decide, My other problem that I've found is people are so ignorant, but we've played our part. We teach them, but they just want to be ignorant. So if someone is not positive, they just don't really want to know about it.
True.
And when they get there, they think, that it's contagious and then stuff like that. So people still think ancient, which is not really a good thing. We are actually in the 21st century, but then people still think ancient. And I believe people would change that. Let's learn more. Let's be educated, because one person in your family can be positive.
True.
You got to learn about this. Your partner can be, but then they just don't know how to disclose to you. Being positive does not make you, someone who...
Even the person can be, but until you test it,
until you test. That's when you're a person.
Yeah.
So it's not a death sentence for those people out there who think they are positive and like people stigma. It's not a death sentence. Let our people, our family, our friends begins from me to you. So if I teach you, get in touch.
Was your family with you in the whole journey?
My family never stigmatized me.
Wow.
It supported me.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know more and learn more. And some friends, a few of them supported me, but then, never rely on that. Some people just want to just get close to you just to get against you.
What are those challenges you've gotten in this advocacy journey?
Besides people thinking ancient, young people don't want to come up and advocate. Even though they want to break the stigma, it's not just you waking up, and we have different styles of like how we get out of it. And maybe another thing we first is parents or guardians who live with these people that we are trying to nurture and be with and bring up.
Yeah.
These people still don't know. They are not educated, like I said. And then you find someone just not really supporting their very own.
Have you gotten this shocking scenario in this journey?
Yeah, I have so very many scenarios. There was this child, something like 15, and they left with the grandmother because the parent had passed on. We came to notice that this kid had HIV, but then for some reason this kid was picking drugs and taking home, but for the guardian to give.
Oh yeah, I get
so
you.
The guardian kept not knowing what to do. This kid got into like third line. Third line is the transition to AIDS.
Oh,
so
wow.
because this kid was not adhering and not taking medicine, and we kept asking ourselves, why is this kid not taking the medicine? And then just to realize after that, we take the kid back to go check and follow up, because we were inquisitive. And the grandmother said, I give the kid medicine, but only when the kid gets sick. Told the grandmother how the kid is supposed to take, which time, and every day on a daily basis, because we told this grandmother that this medicine in this child's life. So if you keep giving this child medicine when they're only sick, it's not gonna work.
In this advocacy journey, what are you proud of that you've done?
I'm proud of myself first. And then I'm proud for the fact that I've changed lives.
Yeah.
You know, Jara, that I've talked to some young people that reach out to me and they feel stronger. Yeah. And they come to you and be like, how do you do this? Like, I've changed life. I've tried at least to move the gospel of HIV and teach people how everything works. Learning more about HIV so that you give it to other people is the most proud.
You're giving them the rightful information.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'm proud of it.
Apart from advocacy, what else do you do?
Besides advocacy, I have my own business. I crochet.
Businesswoman.
When I started my business, it was just something, because I started making a bag for my grandmother for her phone. That's how I started. My second bag, everybody was dramatic at home. So the people who knew my mom, and then everyone was like, yo, your mom used to do that. And then my aunties also started getting dramatic and crying. My sister did not die. So it came right from the roots to me. I love doing it. It's moving really great. I'm planning on growing it. And I'm planning on getting young people to teach so that we can grow it. The challenges that I've got recently with a man who wanted 4 bags because it was towards Valentine. This man just decided to cancel the order, so I was inquisitive why. I guess for some reasons he got to find out, and then he told me, I'm not taking the orders, I'm dropping the orders. What? And then he told me the sick was and to us sitting. I was like, yo, whoa.
That is...
It proved me that as young people who are positive, we need to get employed and show these people that this is us. We are growing. We know so many people in companies who are positive. It's not the end.
As we come to the end, I would like for you to talk to the youth out there.
I would like to tell young people out there, those people who are stigmatizing you or who are making you feel discriminated, it's not a death sentence. I just want you to dream big, dream further, take your drugs, adhere to your medicine, live a positive life, live healthy, accept yourself, and as young people, let's have voices.
Don't forget to make money. Don't forget to make money.
So here before you can bring your orders. So one of them is this. I brought like a sample to show.
You guys,
and you can,
this is nice.
Yeah, I'll leave my contact. You can call and make orders.
What type of bags do you make?
For as long as it's a bag, I don't care if it's a crossbody, if it's what. The way you want it is the way I present it.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience. It was really lovely having you here. For you guys out there, I hope you've learned something. I hope you've gotten inspired. I hope you don't stigmatize your fellow people. Because they're HIV, you don't have to stigmatize them. They are talented. And you who is HIV, remember you're beyond your HIV status. Thank you. It's been your girl, Jara, at Bima Impact.